All right. We're going to go ahead and jump right into hard mode Senator. I just played through all the battles, so this is basically hard mode. Hope you guys enjoy. I don't know how long this is going to be. It might be a really short video, but I'm probably going to do a 10 pull after this. I think I'll have enough tickets, so we'll see what happens. All right, let me just make sure audio is all good. All right, cool. I think we're ready. All right, after that incident, with Label's cooperation, I gathered accurate data on the ARC's food supplies and other resources. And I'm trying to remember what happened at the very end. I think we were just, we kind of finally found out what Label does, and, you know, she kind of reconnected with Phantom and Arcana. So, all right, so with Label's cooperation, I gathered accurate data on the ARC's food supplies and other resources. Going all the way back to the ARC's inception. Oh, wow. Wait, all the way back to its inception. Okay, so that's interesting because we don't quite know exactly when the inception was. So this may tie into Anderson's statements to the VTC priestess in Arc Guardian, because he was basically saying, like, look, you guys either have crazy advanced technology to build the Arc in record time, or the Arc has been there long before the Rapture invasion ever started, or both. And my guess is that it's been there for a long time. Maybe we created the Rapture technology, the Rapture species. Maybe it's just always been there and we just found it and built the Arc around it. Who knows? But Anderson seemed to know what was going on. So this is saying that we had... that we're gathering accurate data on the food supplies and resources back to its inception. So I don't know if they're referring to like the actual literal creation of the Arc, or just to when the Arc was used for, like, during the, you know, the events of Arc Guardian when it was sealed. And prior to, it was maybe slightly prior to that, but we'll see. All right, the amount of resources collected by the commanders, including myself, was absurdly low compared to our targets. Okay. It's a miracle the Arc has even survived this long. What would happen if this fact became public? I mean, and that's what Label was trying to cover up, and she was kind of being forced to cover up just so that it wouldn't cause panic. But I mean, I don't really know why it would matter. I mean, I think people kind of understand that it was an emergency situation. I don't see why people would be freaked out about that. I mean, maybe they're just trying to lower tension and anxiety, especially during that period. A sense of dread flashes through my mind. Wanting to clear up the doubts that have been piling up over the past few days, I go to see Ingrid, who's in charge of supplies and logistics. Okay. And we all had the theory, not all of us, I should say, but a lot of people have the theory that Freesia might have been Ingrid. My guess also is that she could have been Alice, later turned into, you know, a Nikke, basically. But I think she had like the same hair color, same eye color as Ingrid, so that would also be interesting. You don't usually reach out first. So what's this about? I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Label told me about what she's been doing. I see. You're you're calmer than I expected. Well, this falls within what I anticipated. So she thought that we would figure this out, or eventually that it would get figured out or something. Once you got involved with Label, this was inevitable. So Ingrid's just like, yeah, like if you get involved with a Nikke, like you're basically just going to figure out what's going on. Like it's hard for them to keep secrets from you, which is pretty typical for us. Are you going to punish her? And remember, Enoch was the one that punished her last time. I don't think Ingrid had anything to do with that. I really hope not. But let's see. According to regulations, this can't be overlooked. Someone has to take responsibility. All right. So we're going to offer up ourselves. Then I'll... Right, I figured you'd say that. I'll let this one slide. That's what I figured Ingrid would probably do. She's not like Enoch. Ingrid is... You know, she's stern, but she's reasonable. You already know dozens of secrets that could shake the Arc to its core. And you know what's really funny is that we know all this stuff about the Arc, and we know all these different, like, top secret things, right? And the legendary commander Anderson was punished far more aggressively than we ever were. And maybe that's just because of the state of the Ark at that time and who was involved. It seems like if VTC is connected to Deep, which I suspect that they are, it seems also that from Neon's recent story that Deep is kind of like under control, or have been, at least within the Ark, has kind of been, what's the word I'm looking for? Squished. I don't know, like, you know, like, kind of suppressed, I think is the word I'm thinking of. Except for, I mean, we know that there's two massive cores, right? We know there's one under the Ark, and then we know that there's the other one, I think, under the, what is it, the elevator or whatever, where Red Hood, the one that Red Hood found, basically. And that one may not be as under control of the Ark because it's kind of separate, you know, in terms of its geolocation. But I just find it funny that it's like, we know all this information, and yet we're not really being taken, it seems like we're not being taken as seriously as Anderson's knowledge was back then. Remember, Anderson, when he, in Ark Guardian, when he went down the elevator, later it was revealed that the people in the Ark, they basically murdered everybody that was in that elevator with him to try to hide the fact of, you know, his condition maybe, or just what was happening, or, you know, and then who knows what happened in the meantime since then. So I'm really curious about that. Like, you know, how much control does Anderson actually have? We know that he has influence over how we're treated, I believe. But we don't know actually, you know, who some of these higher level shady people are that may still be in control. Knowing one more won't affect its operations. Besides, I'm well aware of the burden that she carries. From what I've heard, it doesn't seem like you ordered it. That's right. It was Enoch's request. She concluded that releasing all incoming information to the Ark as is would have a severe impact on the citizens' mental state. So they wanted to censor information. We know that. I see. Is that all? Given how much preparation you've done, I doubt you came here with just one question. I really hope we have a lot of questions for Ingrid, because like with all the events that have been taking place and all the stuff that we've been finding out about, like what happened after Ark, you know, in the time of Ark Guardian with Oswald, and all the stuff that's been occurring as well recently. And I kind of wonder when this is taking place too, because the last thing that happened in chapter 42 is we got the call from Johan. So trying to, you know, think about where we're at in all this, but I feel like at this point we would have a lot of questions, not just regarding like Label and you know, her squad. That's right. I explained to Ingrid what can reasonably inferred from the data. I figured that as the person in charge of the Ark's resources, you couldn't possibly be unaware of this. A sharp observation. The Ark is a vast underground city. That's kind of a cool image, actually. Oh, you know what? This is the same image I think that they used when they were when Nora was up at the top of that skyscraper overlooking everything. I think that this is just the same image, but in black and white. I think it was in color when we saw it last. From the day it was built, humanity has sourced all manner of resources from the surface, not just electricity and food. Except for its power source. We know that. However, the success rate of surface operations has remained low. As a result, the resources we obtain are woefully insufficient. We're consuming far more than we're gaining. Okay. Precisely. But we also don't know much about splendamine, or where that comes from. I think it was hinted at, kind of maybe that some people know, but I don't think that it's been revealed to us exactly what it is or where it comes from yet. If I'm mistaken, you guys can let me know in the comments, but this fact has been true since the Ark was first created, and I wonder if Ingrid knows the actual creation date or the data behind that. So far, we've somehow managed to maintain the Ark, thanks to the surplus resources brought in during the initial migration. So we've been basically living off of that stockpile, sounds like. Let me put it this way. Grossly insufficient supplies. ever-increasing demand over time. If those two factors persist for decades or even centuries, what do you think will happen? And I'm really curious actually now, like, what is the population of the Ark? Like, does it grow? Does it shrink? Is it growing? Is it shrinking? Is it maintaining like a stable population? That's kind of another question I have, because if it's a growing population, you're going to have a bigger problem over time. Whereas if the population is sustained then and staying the same, then it's not as big of an issue, but eventually you'll run out if, you know, if you're just not getting enough to replenish supplies over time. I'm sure you already know the answer. Yes, everyone has turned a blind eye to this uncomfortable truth, but deep down they all know. The Ark... There's a typo there. I've been noticing a couple typos with with Nikke lately. I think like one in Ark Guardian and one in this one. The Ark doesn't have much time left. Okay. So not a lot of extra data there. Not a lot of new information. But it is what it is. This is a short event. I have no idea what the next event is. I'm assuming it might be a collab or something. Which wasn't really revealed much back in back during the New Year's live stream, which everyone was hoping, which was a little bit unfortunate. Maybe they're still sorting the details out. We'll find out. But I'm gonna go ahead. I think I should be able to do a 10 pull. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna claim all this. I should get a bunch of those. And then I'm gonna skip the challenge for now. We'll do the shop. So I should be able to just max these out. Yeah, I can get all 10. And what else can we get here? I'm just gonna grab some of these. Just spend this all right now. Grab some of these. And okay, I'll buy the rest later. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and just do a 10 pull. I like the laugh in that music though, it's great.
Life was great, wasn't it?
And by the way, I love this song. This song goes great with her background. It's from her, from the soundtrack from her event, I believe. And I forgot about it or didn't listen to it for a long time, and then I heard it and I was like, oh, this is perfect for her. Anyways, 10 pull. I think what I'm gonna do, and last 10 pull I did, I pulled nothing. I swear with the social point recruitment and ordinary recruitment, I don't get much, it feels like. And then whenever I pull on the normal banners, I pull like really well. Usually, and I don't know why it's like that. Social, I'm not quite there for 10 pull, so I think we'll just do this. Let me check my wish list. Basically, with the wish list, I only need Snow White. She's literally the last pilgrim I need, and I'm talking about the OG Snow White. So I've just put these ones as wish list, and then I only need a couple from Tetra. I have everyone from Missilus at the moment, and I'm just missing 2 from Elysian. So I think that we're good there. Let's just see if we get gold or not. If not, then... Alright, so am I going to get a fake out or are we... Nope, nothing. This is what usually happens. It's usually a dud. Alright, done. Alright, well, that was hard mode and 10 pull. I guess we'll just wait and see what's next for Nikke. Probably going into, what, February, I would assume we'll get something. A new event. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that, short as it was, and I'll see you all in the next video.